As of this morning, the reviews are in. Yelp NC Triad has released its annual list of the top 25 restaurants in our area.
So to go over some of those top spots on that list is Eric Summers, the Senior Community Manager for Yelp NC Triad. Good morning. Thank you for being here.
Good morning. Happy to be here and celebrate some of these local restaurants.
Definitely. It's always exciting to see who makes those top lists, maybe find somewhere that we haven't gotten to explore yet. So can you explain the methodology first for this list and why you make it each year?
Sure. So every year we determine Yelp's top places to eat list for the Triad. We identify the businesses in the relative categories on Yelp, so restaurants. Then we rank those spots using a number of factors, including the total volume of ratings, the score of the ratings between summer of 2022 and summer of 2023. So this list looks just at the businesses in and around the Triad area. And the reason we do this list each year is to keep both locals and visitors alike up to speed on what people love in the Triad and to shine some bright lights on places that are really operating at a high level right now. And what we love about this list is that it spans a wide range of categories, price levels, and cuisine. So there's truly something for everyone here.
I know, I love the Yelp list, and that's a really good point because I'll use them locally, but I'll also use them when I'm traveling somewhere new because it's so much easier than trying to sort through the millions and bajillions of restaurants when you're traveling somewhere. But of course, the big question is what restaurants are you sharing with us? And can you start with number 8 on the list?
Yeah, for sure. So number 8 on the list is a very loved bakery in Winston-Salem called Bobby Boy Bake Shop. They are really well known for their unique looking desserts. I don't know if you've seen some of these things, but they truly start to encroach on art as opposed to just food. They do some pretty amazing things for different seasons and holidays. And one of the things that Yelpers love most about them is their sandwich of the week. So you never quite know what they're going to come up with, but I think we have pictured here one of their meatball subs, which was one of my all-time favorites that they did.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's my favorite thing to get at Bobby Boy, and they always have a good soup on there as well. And I love seeing the different flavors and combinations they come up with. We did show that sub, and it looked awesome.
Yes, it really did.
Yeah. Okay. What about Kinji? That came in at number 4, right?
Yeah, so Kinji is kind of a unique restaurant here in the Triad. They do Hawaiian barbecue and ramen. Some of the things that people love about this place, so it's one of the few places you can find Spam Musubi in the area, which is basically sushi made with Spam. It's a very Hawaiian thing to get. It's something that you can even find at a 7-Eleven, basically out in Hawaii, but it's a very delicious thing with a little teriyaki sauce. And especially right now, since it's fall, it's soup season, everybody loves a good bowl of ramen. Their broth is so hearty and delicious. Definitely a place that everybody loves, and I got to present them their trophy yesterday, and it was a lot of fun to see their reaction.
Oh, that must have been such a fun moment for you and for them.
So
it's my favorite time of the year.
That is so cool. So number 3 is Nick's Old Fashioned Hamburgers. Tell us about it.
That's right. So Nick's is a local gym that's out in Welcome, North Carolina, but everybody in the Triad should make a pilgrimage out there at some point to get some of their delicious smash burgers. They're cheesy, delicious. They've got hot dogs. They've got all sorts of fried goodies. I mean, they're your classic burger joint, but every area has to have like a top burger place. And while we have so many in this area, Nick's was the one that was voted as the top by our users.
I can't explain why, but there is just something about a place that puts a burger on like regular sliced bread that you just know it's good.
Yeah, yeah, because the patty's got to speak for itself.
Yeah,
so it's got to be tasty.
Right.
All right, we got to know who's number 1 on this list? Who cracked the top?
So number 1 on this list is a relatively new restaurant in town. They've only been open for about 2 years. It's a Mexican-American diner called Bagner and Alexa's. It's on Spring Garden Street in Greensboro. What makes them unique is they are one of the few places around that will serve Mexican breakfast. So there's things like chilaquiles, chorizo and eggs, and my personal favorite thing is the El Verde omelet, or El Rey omelet, which is an omelet stuffed with cojita cheese and avocados and chicken and just with a brilliant salsa verde sauce on top. You can get anything there from a Mexican-inspired meal all the way to American favorites like sandwiches, club sandwiches, burgers. They truly have something for everybody, but friendly service, excellent food, really well priced. It's become very, very popular as both a breakfast and lunch spot in Greensboro. It seems like almost overnight.
Perfect. Now I'm salivating at all of those descriptions and pictures. It looks beautiful.
The first picture came up and I looked at Jackie and mouthed, "We are going there." So that looks really good. Okay, so I have to know if there's any that maybe you hadn't heard of or weren't expecting to be so popular, or something like that, something that surprised you on the list.
Well, so one of the places that I knew was going to be on the list was Freeman's. I don't know if you guys remember from our broadcast earlier this year, but Freeman's made the top 100 in the nation list, so they obviously had to make our local list as well. One that people may not know quite as much about here in the Triad, just because it's slightly outside the Triad in Graham, but if you've never been to Smokehouse at Steve's, you are really missing out on some of the best barbecue in the area. You're talking ribs, brisket, pulled pork, lots of different rotating specials. It's also a grocery store in there as well. Truly a barbecue mecca, and definitely a place that you want to venture out to if you haven't been there. That's one of my favorites, and it's a 35-minute drive for me, but I make it sometimes.
That's actually not too far from my campus. I went to Elon, and so I have been there, and can vouch. It's great. Sounds good. Need to make another drive very soon.
I'll go with you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Eric, thank you so much for that breakdown. We appreciate it, and I'm excited to explore all of those top 25 places. For everyone tuning in, you can find that complete list of the Yelp NC Triad's top restaurants on their Instagram, their Facebook page. We'll also have a direct link posted on our website, triadcw.com, later on this morning.